In order to take full advantage of your perfume buying experience, there are three main concepts you should keep in mind. The first is the concept of family groups. The source or origins of scents from which perfumes are derived are classified into family groups. The most common and popular method is the Michael Edwards fragrance wheel system. He categorizes scents into the following four main groups: floral, oriental, woody, and fresh. Floral scents, as the name suggests, are based off the scents produced by fresh cut flowers. They also include characteristics such as powdery notes for soft florals, and orange blossom and sweet spices for floral orientals. Oriental scents transition into the domain of amber and spices. Soft orientals also include incense, with vanilla and resins representative orientals, and sandalwood and patchouli the hallmarks of woody orientals. Moving on to woody scents, these include the smells of aromatic woods, oak moss and leather across the woody, mossy and dry wood subgroup. And finally, we have the fresh group that incorporates citrus, green, water and fruity. Citrus scents include bergamot and other citrus oils. Green scents have leaves and fresh grass undertones. Water includes marine and aquatic notes. And finally, fruity scents comprise berries and non-citrus fruits. So now that we know how and where the sources of scents are derived and organised, we can move on to the concept of accords. The composition of perfume is essentially a complex mixture of individual scents, or in perfume terms, notes. When a combination of notes is combined, they create an accord. The same concept is applied to music when individual music notes are combined to create chords. Alternatively, another simple metaphor is when you mix the colour blue with the colour yellow. When combined, you get a completely new colour altogether. So now that we know that scents are called notes, and a combination of notes create an accord, we can move on to the composition of the modern day perfume. To add depth, complexity and sophistication to a perfume, each perfume is broken down into 3 layers. Over time, each layer unfolds to expose a richer and deeper composition of notes. These layers are referred to as the fragrance pyramid, and they incorporate top notes, which are your initial impressions of a perfume, middle or heart notes, which represent the main body, and finally base notes, which provide the long-lasting foundation for the perfume. Top notes generally last between 10 and 30 minutes before they evaporate, and they are generally characterized by strong, sharp scents. Once those notes have gone, the perfume opens up to the heart notes, which represent the true essence of a perfume. These notes can last anywhere between 10 to 45 minutes, with the scent transforming into a more mellow and rounded fragrance. This leads us to the base notes, which leaves the lasting impression of a perfume that can be smelled for as long as 24 hours after the perfume was first applied. In order to provide the lasting impression, the scents tend to have large and heavy characteristics. So now that we understand the concept of notes, accords, and family groups, you can use this information to 1. Explore your favourite scents to find out which family group it belongs to and discover similar notes you may enjoy. 2. Understand which notes are used to create accords in your favourite perfumes so you can find similar fragrances. And 3. Develop a better understanding as to how a perfume is likely to smell over the course of a few hours based on the top, heart and base notes. PurelyPerfume.com.au offers all this information for the majority of the perfumes that we stock, and so armed with this information provided in this video, you can make a more informed buying decision the next time you decide to purchase a perfume.